I'm doing here is I found... Am I live? I always hate that. I always forget to check it. Set up some kind of monitor or something. I'm pretty sure I am. Alright, we're just gonna check that out. Make sure it's looking as it's supposed to. Let's see. View channel. Oh, there you go. Alright, we're just gonna check that out. Make sure it's looking. Oh, I'm not sharing. There we go. Let's see. I made that small, but I didn't actually share it. Hold on a second. Oh, there you go. Share that screen. Share the sound. There we go. Make sure it's looking. Oh, I'm not sharing. All right, now I can pay attention. What I'm doing here is messing around with this bass line that I found. So it's pretty quiet, isn't it? Why is it so quiet? It shouldn't be that quiet. Anyway, I just kind of found this bass line so that I put it in there, that I had recorded, found meaning in my Pro Tools sessions. Here, I'll show you. See, so let's save this. This is called Silent Song for some reason. It was already saved previously. So this all started when I went to recent, right? So I just went through and I was like, oh, blah, 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 looking at recent sessions. And I was like, oh, this was down here. And I was like, oh, I don't recognize Silent Song. Let's see what that is. And, you know, I record little ideas all the time and then I forget about them. So then I go on when I'm bored, you know, I'll go looking. And I found this. So that's what this is, right? I found this little bass line. And it was basically, ha, ha, ha. It was this right here. And it was kind of messy. I actually edited it. I added this I added at the end because it didn't all kind of line up. I'm not really sure. I think the bass line was originally inspired by this, because this is a track called Silent Song, and it's me playing a little sloppy melody on a kalimba. That's the thumb piano thing back there. So that track's on there. So I must have recorded that. I think I recall recording something called Silent Song. This is it, clearly. And then on that same thing was this bass line, and I think I can hear some similarities in there, right? But anyway, so the bass line clearly was inspired by the kalimba melody. But then I fixed it up a little bit at the end because it was clumsy at the end, so I kind of made it a little bit better. Just added do, do, do. So that's what's going on there. So now what I'm going to do is add a beat to it. And Kilo's supposed to be joining us here in a moment. We'll see how. So while that goes, right? So that's the song is 100 beats per minute, apparently. So this is a good trick. So I've got like all these loops and stuff that I got from various sources, and they're not always clean edits, right? So this thing, it's just a kick. Okay, we want a beat, not just a kick. So let's close that. What I've got open here is Audacity. Even though I've got other audio editors that I paid a lot of money for, Audacity is actually pretty great for one particular function, which is determining the tempo of a sample. It figures it out and it tells you. See, Audacity detected this file to be 159.79 beats per minute. Would you like to enable music view? Yeah, I would like that. Thank you very much. But why isn't there a beat? See, okay, we're gonna have to close this. What we're looking for, well, that's a really neat trick, right? I mean, Audacity's free, so it's this free audio editor. And if you, because I'm in boom back kicks, so let's see. I'm gonna go with break beats, right? Breaks, 2-bit kicks, ride subs, boom bap hats. Oh no, drum breaks. Here we go. This is what we want. Try just random break 14. What's that do? I'm just looking for something I saw I could determine. See, that's wrong. Well, first of all, I don't believe it. I don't believe you. No. Okay. Now I want to open. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is perfect. Audacity detected 90 beats per minute. Perfect. So, what we want to do with this thing, if it's really 90 beats per minute, all right, it's actually 90.689. So let's just remember, I don't have to do anything with it here. I just wanted to know what it was. 90.6. Let's copy that so I don't forget it. Because what I'm going to do here. Break 03. And there are probably easier, different ways to do this. Of course, different. Probably better. But this is my way. So go to Pro Tools, right? So I got this thing here. Okay, so that's already set to the last thing. Hey, what's up, man?
Yo, bro. Yo, bro.
How you doing?
Very.
Hey, can you hear yourself?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
I hear double of mine.
Oh, you do? Oh,
Yeah,
it's because the
yeah.
audio thing. Yeah.
But
All right.
you're-
Well, I'll turn that off. Hold on a second. I thought I had a fix for that though.
Don't let
Hold
me
on.
ruin your party.
No, I want it to work right. I think I know what's wrong. I'm gonna fix this. Hold on a second. So what I'm trying to fix. I'm gonna stop sharing for a second. And we're live on the channel.
I was thinking you weren't talking
Right?
I was hoping.
Yeah, exactly. So what I was gonna say about that though is that what was I doing? Hold on.
You know.
Yeah, so you said the voice thing. Let's turn that off. So now you can talk like normal.
Yep.
All right. But what I want to do is I want to fix it. So the problem is that I'm talking to you and the audience now, right? So when Keela and I have done this, as anybody that's watched this in recent days knows, that I've been experimenting with audio, with signal and everything, and
Yes.
getting audio signal from one point to another to get this all done. So I'm going to share again this screen, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do. So I think so. The problem is that when I go to Pro Tools and I start doing the audio, the through, Kilo gets in this kind of feedback loop, and then every time he talks, it feeds back. If I turn on audio for musicians, so right now you sound good, right? Everything's fine. All right. So I think the problem is that the out of Zoom is coming back through, and I think the way to fix that is to change the out of Zoom.
I want to point out to your audience that this is 95% of the job of being a producer is fixing problems. Like the best
Yeah.
producers are just problem solvers that will do it until they figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm the best producer, but I'm a very good IT guy, and it's the same
Good
concept.
producers, whatever you want to call yourself. You're a great
And I'm
producer.
I'm just kidding around. I'm having fun. All right, but what I'm gonna do is change the audio. So if I say voice me, so this is what I'm saying is that the zoom out is the same as the Pro Tools out, right? So you're coming in, going out, and coming in. I think you're kind of going in a loop there. So if I if I change, but the voice meter's got like multiple ins and outs, right? So if I change it to voice meter in 2,
What are you trying to solve, Bob?
huh?
I can help you if you tell me what you're trying to solve.
Well, I'm trying to. So I'm trying to say that the Zoom audio, right?
Yes.
Right now, Zoom audio out for like me, for instance, right, is uh coming back through. Oh, I think I know what's up. Hold on a second. So this mixer that's on the screen, you can see the mixer on the screen, right?
I do.
Yeah. So this mixer on the screen is like all the ins and outs of this computer. That's how it's working, right? So all the way to the left there is my microphone. I'm not, so this is a great example. I'm not feeding back because my outputs, these are my outputs. I'm
Right.
only going at B2. B2 is Zoom, right? You are part of the system audio. You're here. So you're coming in
Right.
and you're coming in you're coming in system audio and then you're going out
Into a
into
one.
Zoom and A1. So you're going into Zoom
See, the
and
problem here is that every time, even when we weren't doing this concoction, when you do original sound for a musician, usually, in my experience, the person who's sharing is the one who feeds back, right? For some
Mhm.
odd reason, like when I've tried to use it with students or whatever, you know. Um,
Right.
so, but it is a common problem.
Fix it.
The problem is not being able to talk while you're showing us what's on your music, right? Because you can't play this right now, correct?
Yeah, well, yeah. So what I could right if I right exactly if I played this right now, and this is because Pro Tools, Windows, whatever. If I hit play right now, you
Yeah.
won't hear it. Do you hear it?
I hear it from your mic a little bit. So what if you routed this through the channel you're talking in?
Okay, let's try that. Let's see. Let's see what. Okay, so Pro Tools.
This is the fun part of being a producer, everybody, at least in
Well,
my opinion, is figuring weird shit out and going, aha! And Bob gets super excited when it happens.
All right, so this is okay. This playback engine is basically just saying use the aux. Okay, so there you go. Aux virtual AISO, which is go back to the voice meter thing. My dog is farting terribly. Oh God, he just does
Does
it
that
so much.
mean you need to go outside?
No, we've already taken care of that. He's just farting. So anyway, voice meter aux one. This is Pro Tools out right here. It
Right.
is also Windows out. So maybe that's the problem. Let's do something.
All we're thinking about is how to get the music to come back
Yeah,
without,
and no, but what I'm saying is that the problem is that Windows is kind of stupid. So, sound settings. So if I do this, right? If I say, so these are the system settings for Windows. This is how Windows is routing, and that's going out the same place as Pro Tools, right?
holy
But there
fuck,
is
you have
another
so many options. Holy crap.
mixer. There's another system, a voice meter input right here. 44. I mean, it's got the same stats and everything. It should be okay. So if I said voice meter input, let's see. I didn't see something that said that. Voice meter in one. Oh, he's pointed right there. Meter
There we
input.
go.
Let's see now.
Okay.
All right. So can you say something?
I have said things.
Okay, cool. I can hear you.
No.
Okay, when I just kind of wanted to test and see if I could hear things. So let's try something now. Let's go back to here. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna turn that on.
Okay, now I'm
And
gonna
now
hear
I'm gonna
myself.
hear
Right.
myself.
Yep.
And so it's still bad.
Yeah, and it
Yeah,
makes
and it makes
me hear
me hear
the
the
room noise
room
of your
noise.
room. So I might be, oh, if
I
you
gotta
turn
mute
me
my
down, I
mic.
might be hearing me
I
from
gotta.
it being too loud.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Yeah. So let's. I'm gonna turn it back on. I'm gonna mute my.
Okay, hello. That's what it is. I can't hear myself now, but I also hear nothing.
Okay,
Let's see
cool.
if you put headphones on if I don't. Wait, I don't hear myself right now. Is there a reason for that? I also don't hear you. So that is the reason for that. This
Yeah,
is so
it's
much
my
fun.
mic. So that's the
Okay.
problem. Maybe that's because
I
of
don't
the.
hear myself right now.
You don't hear yourself?
Now, do you still have the music on?
Oh no.
There we go. There we go. Turn your
Oh, wait.
microphone way down.
Yeah, yeah. Hold on. I'm getting there. I got to get back. I lost my mixer. Okay. All right. I'm gonna turn it way down.
Okay, okay. Nope,
Nope. I
I
still
still know if it's
know if it's
loud, so
loud,
that's
so
not
that's not
controlling
controlling
what I'm
what I'm
hearing.
hearing.
Okay,
Okay, let me turn
original sound
original sound
on my
on
side
my
too,
side
and
too, and does it
echo on your
echo on
side?
your side?
Say something, say something.
Okay. Hold on. I've got it off now. This is just normal settings right now.
Okay. I don't.
And
Are
you
you
can hear me.
echoing?
I can hear you, right?
Yes.
You seem kind of quiet though. Is that just you or is it?
I didn't sleep last night.
Oh,
That could
okay.
be why. No,
Might
I
be.
think, am I louder now?
Yeah, yeah, I think it's fine. I think it's all good. I think I just don't have things up very loud here. So anyway,
This is
right
a
now,
very fun experience. Experiment.
yeah, yeah, we're gonna experiment a little bit. So
So why don't you
now,
just mute your mic because when you muted it, it worked. When you're playing music and then just
well, that's
unmute.
I want to verify that. Got a little weird at the end, so I want to make sure that we're right about that. So I'm gonna turn the original sound for musicians on, and I'm gonna mute my.
Okay.
Okay.
Nope, still
Nope,
hear
still
myself.
hear myself.
Okay.
Okay.
So that doesn't fix it.
Okay, so it's not that. Hold on, it doesn't mean anything. We don't. These we're gonna turn off. All right. Oh, how about this? Okay. How about now?
Hello?
Hello?
Totally hear
Totally
myself.
hear me.
Why don't I just get used to my shit ass voice and then we don't have this problem?
No, it sucks because I watched the back down. I watched the video and it sucks. You know,
Oh,
I don't. It shouldn't do that. I thought I fixed it the last time we did this, and now I can't remember how I fixed it. I guess I didn't fix it probably.
I mean, at least, no, you might have fixed it because remember you thought you fixed the Pro Tools playing music before and you did, and then you forgot, and I forgot how you did it, so then we're doing it this way again. You know what I mean? So you
Right.
probably did fix it on mistake.
Maybe it's where is the output of this
It's a
guy?
problem with Zoom, buddy. It's Zoom's music for musicians thing puts me into what music you're doing, right? So when I watched the advertisement for it when it first came out, they were so proud of it. It's like you could play music over there, I could play music here, other people play music, and it makes up for like the lag and it puts my music with your music. But guess what? We're just fucking talking.
Wait, let me try one more thing because I think I do know.
Okay.
I think what I did with okay, select the speaker.
I promise we do this for a living. I promise
I
that we're
might,
professional.
I might screw stuff up right now, but let's just see.
Okay.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
Now I'm echoing you. Good job.
I don't hear you. That's good.
You
So
don't hear me? I definitely hear me. Wait.
now I hear you.
No, I don't.
I think I figured it out. So can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I can hear you.
I know, but can we hear
Uh,
the music? That's the question here.
right. We're getting there, man. We're getting there. All right. So let's see. I'm going to turn the thing off.
Oh,
How
God.
about now?
Hello? Now I hear myself again. But
You
it
do?
sounds like I'm hearing from your microphone.
Okay.
This time it's not directly in my face. I don't hear me now, but I also don't hear you. But it's not the same.
That okay. So that worked then. So let me do that one more time. I'm gonna mute my
I
mic and then
talk really quiet.
turn the musicians on and then
Okay. Hello. Good job. You don't hear me anymore. Oh,
oh
except for when your mic is on. But
that yeah
that's
that
different.
means that
That's
we
very different. No, you got rid of the routing problem as long as we hear music.
and I think all I got to do there is I'm going out B2. I'm going in there. Yeah, I got to mute my mic, but then you know
You
wouldn't
really
hear. I
don't.
just
I
have to
just
I
have to
just got to
talk
mute
less
myself when we're
loud.
listening.
No, it's really this time coming through your microphone. So as long as I don't talk over this level, I don't hear myself.
Right.
But do I hear the music?
Oh well right yeah, okay. Right
Okay.
now it's on.
It just sounds like Xbox headphones that someone didn't take care of.
Uh,
Go ahead and play the music and let's see if we hear it.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna mute me.
Okay. Good job. I mean, yeah. So I have an idea, Bob. If you wear headphones now, I don't think I'll hear me at all. You are still muted, but I think this is a great idea. If anybody's watching and you have any ideas, just fucking say something in the YouTube. Are those wireless? No. Okay, good. Because fuck Bluetooth. Thank you very much. We don't hear you, Bob, but some of us can read lips.
All right. Now you can hear me.
Okay.
All right. Now you can hear me, right?
Yes. And I don't
And
hear
you're
me at all.
you're not not echoing.
Not at all.
And do we
I
have
hear
the
the
musician?
ground noise though, so I know it's on because I hear the hum of your room.
Okay, good. Right. But it's not bad, right?
No, Bob, it's the sound of a room.
Okay.
For
Okay.
fuck's sake,
All right.
Bob.
All
That's
right.
it.
All right. So let's see. So let's stop share. I'm gonna. This is cool. So because I've got the musician thing on now, live now,
Yes.
and it's not. It doesn't
Do
sound
you
bad.
know what you did? Can you say it out loud so we can go back
What?
and watch it?
Yeah.
Next time?
Let me share the screen again, and I'll show you.
I love you, but I'm
I
just
did
saying both of us are going to forget.
Part of it is what you told me to do. So what I did, right? I took, first of all, I routed Zoom. So what was happening, right, was Zoom audio out, right, which is, well, anyway, Zoom, well, let me find it. So you can see, you see all this?
Oh, yes.
The Zoom screen, you see us and everything. So,
Oh, yes.
okay.
I see Pro Tools.
Oh, you see Pro Tools. That's so weird. Okay, anyway, you
And
can
the
change
little
this.
voice meter box.
Right. All right. Well, I changed the output of Zoom. Everything was basically going out here, right? And that was just no good, you know. So
I don't know.
is everything going out to the video
Everything's
though?
fine right now.
Let's
Oh, yeah,
make
we
sure
had
of
this
that.
conversation last time.
Let's make sure of that. I'm gonna check because one thing. Yes, this is still an experiment, and I don't care.
No, I love it, Bob. I am not being mean by saying I love it. It's fun to me.
So, is everything going out to the... Yeah, it's still working. Hold on. Sorry, I had to listen. All right, it's cool. Anyway, that was the thing I did is I changed the Zoom output and then it stopped sort of echoing partially. But then then the other thing was you were coming through my microphone and you were like the obvious, which is basically put some headphones on,
This
Bob.
is
And then,
why you give people headphones in the studio.
right, exactly. Yeah. So anyway, so that's how we got it. So that's cool. I like that. What we were doing, the music is nothing. I was like bored and I opened up Pro Tools and I just looked for something that I didn't recognize, like a name of a track that I didn't recognize. And I found something called Silent Song. And the dog smells terrible. Dude, that is a terrible fart. My God.
What are you feeding him, sir?
He just eats chicken and rice. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Anyway.
Fucking lucky dog.
Yeah, he does. He eats very well. Anyway, so I was just looking I was like, oh, I'm just going to mess around with something. So I looked through my recent file, open recent. I looked through recent, sessions, and I just looked for one I didn't recognize, and I found Silent Song. It was down here then. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, so I'll check it out. And on it, there's a track called Silent Song, right? So that was the obvious inspiration. I don't really remember. I kind of vaguely remember recording something called Silent Song, but the story behind it, I don't know. But this was clearly the inspiration. It was this. This is the kalimba. This is the thumb piano thing.
I love that too. I
Yeah,
want
it's
to
nice.
sample that sound like one of them. And that's the new cowbell. The new fucking...
Oh, yeah.
But it would be a great new fucking bonk sample that'll go rotate around the world like
Well, yeah, you can take anything. Yeah, I'll give you whatever tracks you want, man. So
Which
anyway,
song
so
was it that I took the cowbell of funk and I just used it as every instrument in the song?
oh yeah, there's the Adele song, right? Well, that was amazing. That's really
And
amazing.
no one listens to it.
Well, we'll
That's how
listen to
music
it
works,
after.
guys. No.
We'll listen to it now. Well, this is nothing. This is like not an important. Well, I was experimenting with that. So, what I found on this track was that in addition to that silent song kalimba track, there was a bass track, and it was clear that the bass was obviously inspired by the melody of that kalimba, you know. But it was real sloppy, so I kind of chopped it up a little and made it work. But it's not very good. But it might be a good funk line if I just had like a good beat behind it.
Why don't you just fucking bounce it down real fast and send it over to me, and then I'll share and we'll put some kind of drum thing. Or you have
Okay.
No, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that just for fun. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's great. So I've just got this is 4 bars. Well, it's a 4-bar progression, and I got it copy and pasted 4 times. So 16 bars of this little groove.
Perfect.
Do you just want 4 bars of it, or do you want me to send it to you like this?
It's up to you. It's an experiment, Bob.
All right, cool. So let me take this. Let me get it back to the beginning, so you don't have any space up in the front there. And what I'll do, so I got it highlighted there. I will consolidate the track, consolidate clip, and then I will say. So normally, if I had multiple tracks, but I don't know why I wouldn't do it with just one. I would do wrong button. I do that same thing every single time. I do control. If you could see my keyboard, but I'm not going to flip my keys around. But you do shift control. What is it? Shift control K.
I have no idea, Bob.
It's probably because I don't. It's probably because it's only one track. Let me see. Oh, shift K. Why is that? Oh, it's because of this. Okay, I got to do this. So I've got this set of ticks and set of samples. That's like it treats it like digital, so I could like use it as what they call elastic audio. So I could warp it. You would call it warping it in Ableton, but I don't want to warp it anymore. So I turn that off. I can't bounce it. I can't export it as an audio track when I have that on. So I got to turn that off, and I got to turn this off here.
Tell me what BPM it is, buddy.
100.
Oh, great. Okay.
So let's see. Now I should be able to do the. Let's see. Edit. Consolidate.
We're tag teaming the idea, by the way. They're like watching you do that, but what I did was I will set my BPM to what he just told me, which I just did without you.
Right.
And then I will warp it and then do whatever the fuck I do. It'll be great.
Right on. Okay, so you see what I did? I changed that to samples instead of ticks, and I was able to do the Control Shift K, which is the export track, and it brings this up. And this is how I do it to you. That's how I do the stems every time when I do like 8 tracks or whatever. That's how I do it. But so I'll choose the destination. I'll just put it on my desktop for now because it's just a fun little thing. Yes. We use that. We tell it to folder, and I will export. All right. So now that was quick because it's small.
Luckily, what I have.
Oh, that's us. That was funny. Hold on a second. No, nothing. Do you see my?
I was looking at Ableton. Now I do.
Okay, you should see my email now. So let's say, compose an email to Kilo, right? And this is called Silent Song Bait. You don't have to call it that. I don't even know why it's called that. You can
I'm
call
just gonna do exactly what I was doing, throw it right into what I already have open, which has a million different things in it, and then do things, put things in different keys. This, that, and the other. This must be it. Just for fun.
We'll call it that. It exported as Bass 05, so we're gonna call it that.
Me and Bob have definitely used the same shit for 2 different songs before, and you would never even know it. Like, we both used something he played. I don't even remember what it was, but I know we've done that. Like, you used it for one song, I used it for a different song.
Yeah. I don't think I'll use this. I think this is the life of this thing. Anyway, so what I just named it Bass 05, all written down, and I think that's kind of a cool title.
Yeah.
Bass 05, because the track was named Bass 05. Yeah. Oh, no, let me set it so you can share. Hold on. I'll stop sharing. And I will say, I got to let you share. All participants can share. Okay, now you should be able to share.
I'm so excited, Bob. I don't even know why. There's no reason to be. I just have a good idea because this track I have open right now has a million different drum types of ideas in it from me working on random shit today. So,
right.
Okay, first I'm going to share my screen and my sound. Okay.
I have my lights set to purple right now instead of blue. In honor of the Purple Haze single coming out.
Oh my God, when is that happening?
A week from tomorrow, my birthday, April 15th.
Okay, cool. I'm excited about that. I love that one. We did phenomenal.
Hey Google, make the lights cornflower blue.
Bro, what the fuck is a cornflower blue? No, pardon
I like it
language.
though. Hey Google, turn off the closet lights, please.
Bro, you know how many AIs I talked to today to try to buy a car? It was terrible.
It's better with the closet light on. Hey Google, turn the closet light on, please.
Okay, guys. Well, he entertains you with color. I will entertain you with sound.
Yeah.
I'm going to show.
All right. So, do you have the bass line?
I was gonna show it, like what we do.
Okay.
See, bleep. You see this?
That's the email. That's your email. We do see your email. Yes.
Good job. Okay. You see that I'm not.
I see that you haven't received my. Oh, there it is. Base 05.
Don't worry, my computer isn't.
You gotta call it that. That's the name.
Well, yeah, it'll just download it exactly what it says.
No, but I mean, see how I wrote it out, Base 05 instead of just Base 05. I'm saying the song should be called Base 05.
Like ZERO.
Yeah. The subject of the email, I wrote it out.
It's perfect because we already have a Yamato 015 or whatever on the
There you go. It'll sound like it's some kind of code that only the producers know.
Okay, so see, I pull it in, you guys. Oh, so apparently Ableton has decided that it knows what it's doing and it just warps shit right when it comes in, which I don't know why. Whatever.
Well, is the tempo right? Was it 100 beats per minute?
I don't know. I have it at 100, so even if it did it wrong, which I don't think it will.
Well, the track is 100 beats per minute, definitely.
Oh, I know.
So, that'll be right.
But, like, see, you can tell by it having the right... So let me try something. I want to see something real fast.
And feel free to, like, chop up the bass line. I mean, like, I don't care about this bass line at all.
I have no idea what's going to happen.
But it's got a couple of funky riffs, you know, that you could use that I like. So it doesn't have to be exact. It could be whatever you want.
I promise nothing. So basically on Ableton, if you drag it into the very bottom, you can just make a new track. It just makes it for you. So that's what I did. Now I have so many things in this track that I should probably mute before, but we're gonna do what I would do if I was alone and just start it like this. So this is bass, so we're gonna turn it down a little bit. We're going to go here and warp it.
Yeah, that's all I ever do on here. I just like do shit like I would normally do it. I just talk to myself, which I normally do anyway. The only difference is live.
I literally have arguments with Ableton. I do.
Yeah.
And I threaten it. I say, I'm going to use Pro Tools if you don't shape up. And
when you get crazy like me, you start arguing with yourself. That's when
you become a producer, you do all of the above.
Nice. Wow, what was happening there? That was fun.
Kind of.
I felt like we were in some sort of, disco lounge for a minute there with the.
Or like a fucking fever dream, Bob.
Yeah, but I mean that bass was like an old funk bass, or a couple of funk bass riffs, and then those wavy keys that you had there, that kind of worked.
No, but you're gonna tell me if it's in the same key because
it wasn't. Yeah, we'll have to fix that. But I just like the vibe of it. Yeah.
In the drum loop, which is fucking ridiculous. But we can just tune this or the other thing to each other. So I call it tuning because I'm a drummer. So like, you tune drums to each other, like before you play a show. Let's shut the fuck up about your day. Thank you. There we go.
Can you you solo the bass for a second?
Yep.
I just want to see if I can. It sounds like it's like A minor, probably. I don't know. Let me get my guitar. Oh, that's nice.
Kind of.
That was cool. Yeah, so it's an A. It's an A minor.
Okay, perfect.
Could you hear my guitar when I was playing there?
I don't like being in an A minor. But anyways, that was a joke. So now we just have to figure out what key the drum thing that I was using originally is in.
Right, yeah. So if you could go to the MIDI of that, I think we could probably
There
fix
is no
that pretty
MIDI,
easy.
Bob. It's this.
Oh, okay.
I was doing weird shit today. Don't judge me.
All right, so could you solo that?
Yep. Yeah, that's the right note. Go back.
Okay. So this is a half step higher than this. So the other song, my bass line is in A minor, and that song is in A sharp minor. So we got to either raise the bass line up a half step or bring the beat down, the keys down a half step.
And down would be better.
That's cool. Yeah. Do you now? How do you do that with Pro Tools?
I don't do it with Pro Tools.
Oh, okay.
I do it with Ableton.
I mean, how do you do that with Ableton?
Oh, okay, so let's pretend I didn't already double click on this. I'm going to highlight all of it, but I'm going to show you. So I click on that so I see the waveform down below, right? So I want to do this with all of them. Then this is the pitch button. See right where my mouse is?
Yes.
Pitch it a half step down. Is it a half step?
It's you want to take, this wants to go a half step down. So
Okay,
from A sharp to A, or A sharp minor to A.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
And now we unmute the bass. There's something I don't want in there, or whatever.
That's some crazy shit. I think that works. I'm
think
listening.
so.
It's hard.
Now let's listen to something crazy. I just bear with me, Bob. Don't judge.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second.
What's
I love it.
gonna happen? What are we waiting for? You said wait a second.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I was just playing along with it.
Oh yeah. Because
Can you hear my guitar when I'm doing that?
Yes.
Oh, that's fun. Nice.
Bro, that's how I do.
That's
shit. That's how
awesome.
I know, right? That's how we got
What'd you
Prince
do?
of Darkness. Is me doing what I'm doing now. I full timed it, I guess would be what you would call it. So I went from it being, so it went from being warped at 100 beats per minute to 50 beats per minute. So it moved
Okay.
all of it closer. Then the trick of the century. You turn it on beats mode because beats mode is for drums, so you can catch transients. It sounded weird, but catch.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And so I'm catching the eighth note peak at a 75%.
Right.
And that, let's see.
I love it.
That goes hard as fuck, Bob.
Okay, that is now. Can you, okay,
No.
I was freaking cool as hell. So now, can you take and drop the whole thing down an octave? So it's like same speed, but do ba do ba do.
Now here's where everything gets cool. So let's
like duplicate it maybe,
watch
like
this,
and have
Bob,
one
watch
that's an
this.
octave.
Just watch. This is great.
Alright.
I'm glad you asked me. I am duplicating it, but only to have this in its form. So we need
Like
to
back it
find
up. Yeah, you're gonna back it up.
So I have
gotcha.
that there, and I mute that one, and I close it. Now we take this one. Okay, this is one of my favorite tricks.
Hold on, I'm listening. I just gotta get water.
Yeah, it's fine. So instead of consolidating the audio to make it stay sounding like that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on it and then press Command J, which is join. So it's gonna think it's joining something, but what it's really doing is consolidating it for me.
Okay, that's cool.
There we go. Now we have it consolidated as a fucking crazy fast thing. So now we don't have to have it on beats mode anymore. This is why I wanted this, because if I do Complex Pro, this may work horribly not good, but Complex Pro will let me drop it down an octave and also blend in the original sound as well on that from that same audio.
Oh yeah, that's kind of what I was saying, right? Nice. There you go. That's a badass bass line now. That gets really low, a couple points, but it's cool.
I can help it not if you wanted me to.
No, I'm not going to tell you what to do at all. You've already made this so cool. Rock on. It's badass, man. I kind of like it. That is so cool with that beat. Nice.
I like it a lot. Damn.
That was nice too. The break there when when you cut. That's
how I
groovy.
make some of the weird breaks I make once off this, but then we didn't have it playing, so we're gonna take it out there. That's how I did like these kind of breaks that are here or right here. Like I paused it and then oh fuck, if I move, hold on, hold please. Gonna be so sick, Tom. Yes.
Make sure. I'm just gonna look at the channel, make sure that we are being seen as I think we are. I'm always paranoid because I screw it up a lot. It's a legitimate concern.
It's a legitimate problem we must make sure of.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Why are you playing over there? Play over here, you dum-dum. Let's see. Did you hear that reverb open up when I scanned across? That's crazy. Crazy verb is what I should call it. Okay, there we go.
Sorry, I get paranoid about the live stream that it's not working, but I think I've got all the signal bugs sorted out now.
Nice.
It seems to work. So that's cool. Dude, this is so cool. This is a great groove. I love it. So were you were like working on this beat already today?
Yeah, it has tons of different songs right in here. It has, for instance, let's just mute you for one moment and unmute you.
I just like the main beat there. There's some really cool shit there. Ooh, look at that.
That's what was happening beforehand, without this beat in there.
That's awesome, man.
Zero out that. Then with maybe I think it was that one. I don't know. Anyways, that's what I'm due to make music. So we could actually probably get this in the same key as the bass, technically. If you can find what key that stupid fucking cowbell is in, if that's a hard cookie to crack. Maybe down one. No. Yep, maybe.
So, you want to know what key that is?
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Let me
Or
grab
we
the
also have
guitar.
this. What is this? Let's see what this one is. Oh yes. Yes, I did do this today. That's right. I forgot.
All right. What am I figuring out?
What's this, Bob?
You know, I didn't actually tune my guitar when I.
Oh well, we
think
found
it's in
it.
tune though.
That's all that matters.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's all good.
Let's hear this. Partially what I was doing without that drum thing, though. I don't know where the drums were that were in there. For fuck's sake, probably these. Nope. Wow, I guess I got that. Oh well, this is what I was making earlier, I think.
Okay.
These are- That is a mess. Fuck.
Yeah.
It's not what it sounded like at all. Don't worry, I save these. Just command save all the time. So if we wanted to go back to that, we would, but we're doing
Okay. Well, anyway, I know what notes they are. I mean, I
That's
know
not
it's
the song we want the notes of. It's this.
Okay.
That was Gangster's Paradise stems, by the way, that I said.
I thought it sounded familiar. Yeah.
I know
Coolio. I
Yeah.
get it, Coolio. Because I say Coolio all the time. Well, I mean, it's kind of tough. I mean, it's kind of starts in C major, but it goes off a little bit there. But you want to see how we could make that work with our tune?
Which way should I tune it? Is my question. How many steps to get to A from
If
where?
it was actually C major,
Let's pretend that's true.
well, we wouldn't have to do anything then, because if it was actually in C major, that is the relative major of A minor.
Right.
A minor is the relative minor.
Oh, fuck.
So can you play it again one more time? Yeah.
How does that match so
That
well
was
with
like
the rhythm?
perfect.
What the fuck just happened, Bob?
That was crazy.
These are the moments that make Prince of Darkness, where I go, what the fuck did I just do? It's like it's playing with that thing.
That weird ass riff that's playing, the bass does exactly the same thing in the same key. It sounds like everything. Just play it again. It's
What
crazy.
did I just make, Bob? That's
That was weird, man. That's weird.
that is sick.
Yeah, I think it's all good. Like I said, I mean that riff is kind of
Well,
it's such
double
like
time and it's 8 notes now, but
yeah. What I'm saying is that the note it's
Oh, you're talking about
it's
the
mostly in
cowbell?
C major. Yeah, I think you're okay with it. If it's in C major, then it's the exact same notes as A minor. It's okay. You can just leave it alone. I think it's but it's I don't know where the riff comes from. It sounds like it's like sometimes like some metal stuff and also some hip hop stuff like. They'll like intentionally just throw like a bunch of tritones in, so it's like
Well,
it's not in
the
any key
cowbell
really,
Sample, we've done this before. The cowbell sample has
Yeah.
more than one tone in it. So
Yeah, right.
sometimes-
Like a single note is like really
It's
like
so
a dissonant
fucking dumb.
tone itself.
Yeah,
Yeah, because it's
yeah.
not a chord. It's like just like 3 sort of almost notes. So anyway,
Almost.
I'd say leave it because it kind of fits, and that place
And
where
it's
it
cool.
matches is crazy.
I know.
Yeah, play that again.
So happy. Oh my god.
I mean, it's not.
Like nobody
Wow.
would believe it unless they saw it happen.
It's
right?
weird. I mean,
Like,
the
I
notes
wouldn't
are.
believe it.
It's not I mean, it's not perfectly
Nothing's
in
going to
tune,
be perfect
but
with
nothing's.
that.
You're right. Nothing's going to be perfectly in tune because that is the 808 cowbell, right? That's what you're
Yes, sir.
doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, it's absolutely that. And it always had, I think it's a tritone that's like dissonant on purpose. I don't know.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. That's wild. Okay. So cool.
so
People should know that. What Kilo's writing, he did a whole song with it one time. Where writing melodies just by changing the tone, the pitch
I did
of
the bass
of
with it and
808 cowbell.
Yes, I did all
Yeah.
the bass with it, and I did everything with the saturator just by
And
how
it's
much
like
the
gorgeous.
You
It's a
wanna play it
beautiful
before we
song.
go? This
Yeah,
is a sick song. I think
Dude,
we're
this
gonna
is
take-
awesome.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm excited.
surprised. I'm gonna
Yeah,
take
can-
this out of the beginning.
Yeah. We'll get it to where it's a decent point where you want it, and then we'll play it once through, and then we'll listen to your song and then call it a day here. Yeah, but what about the rest of our beat? Oh, okay. So I think that like because I really love it also without that riff. So I think there
Without
should be
which
like
riff?
what the
for
part that we
sure.
just the cowbell
Yeah.
because like what we were listening to when we first started was basically just yeah. Well, you had a beat. It's gone now.
It's here. It's here. It's there. Check it out right there. Put it out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, see, like I love that, and I think like that should go for a while, and then that other part can come in. You know what I'm saying? Because this is cool as hell right here.
Now let's see if this effect is in tune with this at all. I'll just put these back on since you wanted them there.
Yeah, I like them. I thought that was cool stuff.
This is like an effect we
It's nice. That's cool. See, I love that percussion you got in there. And then like, yeah, then this break, and then that other part can come in, you know?
Yeah, there's weird hi-hat things happening up here that we're gonna get rid of. But yes, that's how we write music.
Right, but you paid it. You see what I'm saying though? Like that whole section, the way we just heard it, like that, right? And then after a little break, and then that other 808 wackiness comes in on top of it. I think that would be cool.
And
I think that would be cool.
3 different songs, and we'll have one with the cowbell on it, one without it on it, one with whole.
Well, I guess. I mean, I like to just kind of changing variations on a theme throughout. You know what I mean? You can kind of keep it going, but like, and then here comes the cowbell, here comes the cowbell's out, and then we're gonna go in, other instrument here or something like that.
I kind of like it without it, just because it gives a weird, fucking trippy vibe, like a weird. I like the chords with it.
Yeah, I do too. I really like that whole right from the beginning. It's just it's because the bass has got this kind of old school like 70s funk vibe to it, but then you've got this like trap drums going on and cool percussion. It's really neat. Really syncopating percussion going.
In a little farther, real quick, please, because we're hearing the drums way up there technically when this comes in. I want to hear. These a little bit less EQ'd and see what it sounds like. You.
That's nice. I like the breaks there. Everything's really cool.
Hold on 1 second. Okay, that's right.
Oh my God, the dog.
That's right. Okay.
Murph, wow.
Yeah, Murph.
That's the worst.
It's the worst.
It's so bad.
I can believe it.
I've got this like air purifier. I just had to crank it all the way up to 11 because it's so potently bad.
That way, then this way. Ding dong. Okay. So.
Ooh.
Anyway,
all kinds of surprises just popping in.
All
of a sudden, there's a
sorts
big
of
fat
fucking-
kick drum.
Right? Oh, and
That's
the bass
awesome.
is still there. Let's try that.
Nice. That's a.
How is it in the same rhythm as something I did earlier today?
I don't know,
man.
man.
I did rhythmized beat drums. They came in and they go with the bass line that we just fucking created out of nothing.
I know, yeah.
For random. And listen.
Yeah. Actually, to follow the entire course there.
That's dick, Bob.
That's awesome. So to follow the entire life cycle there, right? I actually, so like a month ago, I record some random idea on the kalimba, right, on the thumb piano, and then it makes me think of a bass line because a lot of things, as you know, I always turn things into bass lines, So I turned it into a bass line and forgot about it for a month. Open it up tonight, and now we've screwed around with it, and Kilo's got this super funky groove going on. It's awesome.
It's gonna be faster when the song is done.
Yeah, I love it, man. We gotta do more of that. I'll just like give you a bunch of tracks of me riffing on the bass. Yeah. Just giving like
here's turn this into a melody too.
Yeah, because I can do shit like that all day. Just sit there on the bass and be like, well, boom, boom, boom.
Right. Absolutely. Okay, maybe the cowbell comes in here if you want. Yeah, that'll make sense. It's a killer thing, got the bang for your still phone. Got a bitch, man, Mac, hitting you in wild trouble. It's a killer thing, got the bang
That's some crazy shit.
Hilarious.
I love it, man.
This will come back in later. Not that, but something's gonna happen. Oh yeah, this is awesome. Okay, okay, I will unshare now so you can show them the chaos that is called.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say it's in D minor, but it's not really that. It's really dominantly in A. Like the first half of the riff is this little D minor thing. It's like,
Well,
but then I go,
learned that whatever the first thing is usually what the key is.
yeah, it's usually the first note, but kind of not here. 1, 2, 3.
I can tell you what is this part? Whatever this is, what I thought of as the main theme when I brought it over.
Right, yeah, that's you're right. You're right. Even though it's the second half of the riff, that's the dominant part of the song is where the note, and that's in A minor. That's just basically going down an A minor pentatonic scale. I'm
Yeah,
going.
if you go back and watch video, people, I told Bob to hush up for a second because I had that in my mind to put that weird thing with the space. So that is probably what my brain thinks the key is that because that was what was important after the break.
Yeah. And you're right too, because we're tuning the whole song to that, and it sounds good. So I think you're right.
Okay,
So,
I will unshare now, but this has been saved.
this has been awesome, man. Yeah, this is great. This is a cool tune.
That's
I'm
how
excited about
easy it
this.
is for us sometimes. Most
You're still sharing. There you go.
I was figuring my life out.
All right, I'm gonna go because I gotta make some soup.
Okay, buddy. Enjoy your.
All right, but that was awesome, and that was called zero. What was it? Bass 05.
Yeah.
There you go.